Daily Red Pill, back with another video. Thank you guys for clicking on today's video, liking the content, sharing the content, helping me spread this red pill message. I am absolutely hyped today, not only for this video on Female Logic 101, where I will be teaching you the ins and outs of female logic, how it originated, and where we are today in terms of female logic and how it has evolved with the usage of social media and the expansion of the internet, OnlyFans, Snapchat Premium, all of these new ways to gravitate towards attention and to take money from men out of men's pockets and transfer that wealth into the women's pockets. You will understand what goes on through the mind of the woman and what her objective is in the dating world when it comes to her interactions with men. I'm hyped though because Bitcoin, if you've been following, hit $20,000 per Bitcoin, guys. And this is huge news for me. I'm a big investor and I'm just super hyped right now, and I'm honestly looking forward to January, February, and all of 2021. I truly believe that this is going to be a hype year for Bitcoin, so I just want to throw that out there. Anyways, guys, let's dive into this PowerPoint presentation. As you know already, YouTube does censor this channel heavily. So if you can, for free, just drop a like on the video because it helps beat that YouTube algorithm that's against this type of content, that doesn't want the truth out there. And it's much appreciated if you can share this video as well to as many people as possible, because I believe my message and the messages that I share on this channel do help young men take the red pill and improve their lives. And you know, this is information that is not out there. If more men understand this information that I'm about to share, and if you share this information with them, you know, it can really change their life and their perspective, and it can help them prioritize themselves over women once you realize what their whole logic and how women truly think. All right. Anyways, let's dive into this PowerPoint. Remember, drop a like if you want to share this content. It's much appreciated. Let's get it. All right, guys, welcome to the PowerPoint presentation. Yes, we are in class, all right? If it's your first time in the classroom, welcome. This is what we do on this channel. We break things down into simplistic terminology, into simple terms so that you can understand. That's why it's called Female Logic 101. It's because I want to break this down so that your average man, your everyday man that's maybe not even red pill, that's not, doesn't know much about female nature, can understand female nature, all right, just in its most simplest form. So here we are, Female Logic 101. Let's get it. Why is this information important to understand, all right? Why is female logic important to understand? There's many reasons, but these are just the few reasons why I believe it's important for men to understand. Number one, men are always going to want to get laid, all right? Men are always going to want to get laid for the most part, all right? Until there comes like a time where we can take a magical pill, or you can just have your sex drive completely ripped out of you as a man, you are always going to have that desire to procreate, okay, with women, all right, unless you are homosexual, all right? That's just the honest to God truth. That's one of the reasons why it's important to understand the ins and outs of this. The second point, understanding female logic will make life easier. So understanding this female logic applies to not only women that you're interested in possibly a relationship with, but you'll see it within your own family, okay? You'll see it with your mom, your aunties, your grandma, your coworkers at work, all these different women in your life. Once you understand this, and there's more women in the world than men, you can't unsee it, okay? And everything will start to make sense to you, all right? And number three, learning female psychology saves you from a lot of confusion, stress, headaches, lost time, heartaches. I can go on and on about that. But it basically just, you know, it makes life a lot easier because you start to understand, okay, this is the perspective that she's coming from compared to what, you know, I was taught from Disney movies, being a nice guy, being a beta male guy, serving the woman. Now you have that perspective after this PowerPoint's done to understand just exactly what she truly desires and what she truly wants, all right? This is basic information, but a lot of guys don't understand this stuff. Most men never learn this and are left completely confused, bewildered by female behavior and mindset their entire lives. Yeah, guys, a lot of guys are blue pill when they're born and then they're blue pill when they die. They don't understand any ins and outs of female logic, female behavior. They get too frustrated, too emotional, too angry. They go into the woman's frame instead of maintaining their own frame and having women come into their frame. And they spend too much emotional investment trying to figure out women, all right? And you understanding this, you're already like in the 1%, 2% of all men in the world once you understand what I'm about to share with you guys in this PowerPoint. The number one thing women crave in life. All right, guys, what do you think the number one thing women are concerned with in life? All right, I'll leave you a little bit of time right here to type that in the comment section before we continue. But what do you think is the number one thing women are concerned with in life? All right. She's concerned with how she feels right now in the current moment. All right. Not how you made her feel in the past, not what you did for her on your 1-year anniversary, not all the flowers, all the love notes, all the times that you spent holding hands, skipping, throwing stones at the creek. She's concerned with how she feels right now, not how you feel right now, okay? How she feels right now. Women are more emotional than men. Women are emotionally driven. Are men emotional? Yes. But are they led by emotions for the most part? No. For the most part, they are not. Men are more logical creatures. Women, on the other hand, are far more emotional. This is why she favors her emotions over logic, all right? Because she wants to always feel good. She never wants to feel bad or put herself in situations where she makes other people feel bad for the most part, all right? Even if it ends up hurting that person tenfold because she hid that how she really feels about that person, and later on that person finds out, whoa, this is not how she really felt. This is how she really felt. And women don't realize that actually is a worse way to communicate, and it actually hurts men and women and other people that they communicate with in the long term more than if they were just upfront about it. But she has to protect her emotional investment at that moment. The next point is the evolutionary purpose of female logic, all right? We're going to be talking about the evolutionary purpose of the woman's logic and how it came about. All right, so I wanted to just give a brief summary. I could really make a long video going in on this, but I just wanted to make it short, sweet, and simple to the point because this is just 101. It's just the basics of female logic. Men have always been physically stronger than women, all right? So all you feminists out there, oh, women are stronger, women are strong, independent. No, they're not, okay? They're not. Physically speaking, they are not stronger, and men have created the world where the screen you're watching right now, a man created. The technology I'm using to record this, to screen record, my computer, my lighting, everything was created by a man, all right? So shut up. Anyways, since the beginning of time, therefore, women have had to learn ways to get what they want out of men in order to survive, since they couldn't just overpower the man, okay? They could not just overpower the men in their tribe back in the day or wherever they lived. They could not just overpower the man with brute strength because the men would not allow that. The men had the weapons. The men were stronger, superior, okay? So women had to figure out ways to work around their physical disability, all right? Their lack of physicality compared to men. This is where we get into the next point. In addition to what I'm about to share, women have learned ways over time to speak in code or phrase things in a kind of sub-communication, okay? AKA womanese. All right, AKA womanese. When women communicate, it is through womanese for the most part. They say one thing and you with your male logical brain thinks it means that thing, but in her mind, it's not, okay? It's not. It actually has a code behind it and it means something completely opposite than what you think. This is why when women say, maybe, we'll see, that means she's not interested in you. She just has to protect her emotional investment. Okay, so she can't just tell you, no, I'm not interested in you, you're ugly, you're fat, you're bald, you're short. She has to say, well, maybe we'll see. That way she doesn't hurt your feelings, which would hurt her emotions, and she protects her emotional investment, okay? So they use this sub-communication code to communicate with each other without men knowing the true meaning behind what they're saying. So to tie this back into times in the hunter and gatherer days of our beginning of civilizations, you have to understand that if women communicated out front and open with men who were far superior, far stronger, still are, that these women would be hurt, okay? They could put themselves in danger physically by communicating with the bigger, stronger males in their tribes. Therefore, they had to come up with ways to phrase things in order to protect themselves. They could not just be upfront and honest about how they truly felt or about certain situations in order to protect, once again, their emotional investment and to also protect their lives. Because, you know, if you say something wrong to the tribe leader, he could just club you one time and knock your ass out. The evolutionary purpose of female logic is to achieve 2 goals. 2, all right? Before we dive into it, I want you guys right now to type in the comment section what you think those are. What do you think the 2 goals, the evolutionary purpose of female logic, what are the 2 goals that women seek? All right, I'll give you time to type it in the comment section, about 5 seconds. All right, goal number 1. Women are looking to create ideal conditions for the procreation and birth of children, and ideal conditions to protect those children during early years of development. This is where looks, money, status, and game come into play. You have to understand they're looking for a man that looks physically strong, physically attractive, looks like he has strong genetics that will give their child the best chance of survival. This is why women favor looks. Money, that's resources, that's protection, all right? That's security. Status means he's socially accepted by other men and women, and he has some type of hierarchy, and this shows that he's a leader. Women love leaders. Women want to be led. Women want their children to grow up to be strong leaders because that gives them a really good chance of survival as well. So that is why looks, money, status are promoted. You might be wondering, game. What do you mean game? All right, and game is very important because game shows to women that you are socially savvy, and you show her through understanding this that you understand what she wants even when she subcommunicates. So she's able to protect her emotional investment while you understand her game and her logic, all right? And you know how to get from point A to point B with that woman without putting her emotions in a compromising situation. That was some red pill truth right there. Goal number 2, all right? Let's see if any of you guys got this right. Goal number 2 is to influence men and her environment to give her and her children support and protection. She can and will morph into anything or anyone in order to get whatever she needs for her and her offspring to survive, okay? She is trying to influence men. Since she can't physically overpower men, women have learned that they can, through communication, through subcommunication, and through emotional manipulation, they have the ability to influence men, all right? A lot of men are led with their little head, and she is able to capitalize on your weakness as a man, being that you have a higher sex drive, okay? And she's able to capitalize on this and influence the weak men, all right? But the men that watch this channel, the men that aren't led by that, the men that are more concerned with themselves, those men won't be affected by these women, all right? Those men won't be affected by these women, which makes you the 1%, okay? If you're watching this video, you are part of the 1%. If you've even seeked out content like this, you are part of the 1% that wants to learn this. And women are always seeking to influence their environment. They're always trying to get the bigger, better deal, all right? The man with more money, the man with better looks, the man with more status, all right? The man that's socially competent, that understands a lot of things. A man that has power. All of these things women seek after because women are looking to create ideal conditions for the procreation and birth of their children, okay? And the ability to protect these children, all right? This is the hard reality for a lot of men, all right? Yes, you have to work, and you have to work on your looks, money, status, and game in order to keep a woman interested in you. And then there's even more that goes into it, but I don't have time to even go down all the roller coasters of emotion that you have to constantly feed women. Understanding female goals as a man gives you a huge advantage over other men, all right? At the end of the day, if you understand this stuff, if you truly apply this and you watch this video and you take note and you really just understand and you get it, okay? If you watch content like this and you truly want to understand female logic, this gives you a huge advantage over every man, all right? No men really know this stuff, all right? No men really know this stuff and some of the information I just shared. But you have to continue to learn and apply this information in your life if you're interested in doing that. Some men just don't even care. There's always more to be learned about the psychology of women, okay? There's always just more to be learned. I'm still learning a lot of things as life goes on, and you have to understand though, you have to work on gym, money, and game, okay? If you master these three things, women will view you as someone that can help them obtain their two goals, which we just went over, all right? You have to understand that getting your body right, getting your fitness right in the gym, acquiring money, acquiring wealth, which leads to status, obviously, or acquiring status, that leads to money, and understanding game, which is red pill awareness, which is female logic, which is what I just talked about. If you continue to learn these things, women will hunt you down, and women will be knocking and breaking down your door just to get with you, because just such few men are able to have all three of these things. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment to help spread my messages and beat the YouTube censorship suppression. YouTube does not like this channel, clearly, all right? YouTube just does not like this channel. They don't like what I share. They've definitely suppressed a lot of my content, and have stopped showing me up in recommendations. Hopefully this video gets in the recommendations. If you're watching this, let me know. And have a blessed rest of your day. I appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to learn this. And you by taking the steps to just learn this information and truly just, absorb it and not just listen to it and have it as background noise. If you truly just take this information that I shared and apply it to your life and just understand these things, you can't help but not see this with women in your life, all right? It doesn't have to be women you're just interested in. It could be women throughout your just everyday life. You will see women acting just to achieve those two goals which we talked about, okay? And if you need to go back and watch this video again and again until it solidifies and cements in your brain, then go do that, because this is like game-changing information right here. See you guys next time. Stay blessed, stay red pill, keep going your own way. I'm out of here.